everyone. This week, the big news has been thousands of citizenship certificate holders received letters from IRCC telling them that their certificates have been suspended. Aadil, what does this mean?
So as we know, after the bill changes in December, we now allow citizenship based on ancestry in Canada. And taking advantage of this, lots and lots of people, as you can imagine, applied for citizenship. But what happened is that it was very unclear, and there was no manual about what type of documents you needed. And so a lot of people started using whatever they could find. So a lot of third-party source documentation, things like ancestry.com, and they sent it in. And at first, the government didn't say anything. And so they took these in and they accepted these applications. And so people continued to do it. And then, just last week, people woke up in a complete shock because the government reversed their decisions on these and essentially suspended the citizenship certificates and said that they did this because people did not have source documentation.
So if you have received one of these letters suspending your citizenship certificate, what should you do at this time?
So it is really critical at this point to get legal advice on what is happening. In most cases, what we have been finding is that if the document is there on a third-party source like Ancestry.com, you can find it from the actual government source. You just essentially need the assistance of a lawyer or often an archivist to be able to know where to get that. However, in certain cases, these are impossible to get. And what you need to do in those circumstances is provide an explanation, usually in the form of a legal affidavit, about the efforts that were made and why you can't receive them. And in other cases, we are also looking at whether there is judicial review options for these letters.
I mean, all hope is not lost in these circumstances. You still have the ability, first of all, to work in Canada, as the government has said, and your certificate is not revoked yet. It's just currently suspended while the officers are reviewing your case. So what does that mean, that it's suspended but not revoked?
So that means you still have a chance, kind of like a PFL letter.
Yeah, procedural
fairness letter.
Yes.
And so what you need to do is provide further documentation or the documents that the government wants. So you can still fix this going forward.
And it's the same for those people who have submitted their applications but have not been decided yet, or for those who have not submitted their applications. It's very important that you work with a lawyer who knows what they're doing in this case.
And moving forward, they now have released a manual and have given a bit more clarity about what they want, but still the exact types of documents that they're accepting has not been set out. And so each individual case we find is very different. There is no set document checklist that works for every single case. So it's really critical that a lawyer assess documents and determine if they are from source or not.
I mean, if you're lucky enough to have ancestry to Canada, this is an amazing law which will give you citizenship directly. But as we can see, it's really not just a simple application to do. So make sure you seek proper legal advice and proper legal representation in your case. Take care, everyone.